For Ripple Effect, new and selected poems by Elaine Equi. In a warmly appreciative essay on Frank O'Hara, Elaine Equi gives a description of the poet's distinct way of walking, as recalled by his friend Joe Brainerd. Light and sassy, with a slight bounce and slight twist, it was a beautiful walk. Confident, I don't care, and sometimes I know you are looking. The words could stand as an accurate description of Equi's own highly distinct poems. They too move with a bounce and twist. They have their own insouciant, confident wit, their own beautifully poised way of looking outward at the world in all its quirky variousness, while at the same time retaining an uncompromised inwardness, the registering of a complex, sophisticated, poetic self.
So I figure a lot of you don't know me. And I'm going to read I don't often write really autobiographical poems, but this time I did. So I thought, this will give me a chance to tell you all about myself. And it's not just confessional, this is called Ultra-Confessional. And I wrote it because I realized I could not be a confessional poet because I don't have the right background. As you know, it's not enough just to have the desire to confess. You have to have the proper activities to confess to. And I do not, as you'll hear. I'm a bit of a masochist, not much of a singer. If I had a hammer, I'd only hurt myself. My father did not think enough of me to molest me. For years, I lived with the shame of it and did not have the energy to create multiple personalities or develop an eating disorder, which has always seemed to me a pleasant way to while away the day, regulating incoming and outgoing in terms of something concrete as food or excrement. I admit I used to like to smoke 3 packs a day, wrapping myself in an opalescent carapace of fog and being always, as in Victorian novels, on the verge of swooning, particularly when climbing stairs. Then, for a brief spell, during most of my teenage years, I was in love with shoplifting. It was the sex glue in my adolescent girl-on-girl world, one of those never-enough places where I allowed myself excess, hungry open pockets and purse, gobbling perfume, candy, all the imagined gifts an imaginary lover should give. Going out with boys, surprisingly, proved to be an inexplicably simple solution. But then it is so typical of me to have gone and become addicted, not to heroin or gambling, but humiliatingly to aspirin. Craving their cool, white-gloved hands at all hours, a headache being just another word for reality. Looking back, I'd like to say I wish I had done more evil than good, but it isn't true. Forgive me, for my sins are mediocre, my trances ordinary in every way.